It's Franco Ucci, February 2020, and I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes talking to you about Oracle's recent cloud journey. So as most people know, over the last 12 years, Oracle's had a set of applications across the ERP, HCM, CX, supply chain space, providing cloud capabilities. The success of those Oracle applications and maintaining an evergreen approach has been possible because of the way in which we've used infrastructure to continually develop and deliver those application capabilities. So let me tell you about some of our observations and learnings around the challenges we faced and what other customers have faced with their own cloud journey. So from a challenges perspective, we recognize that when organizations are looking at delivering capabilities in the cloud, there's a lot of reasons why organizations have only taken a small workload. And that's because a lot of cloud providers today are not enterprise ready. Also, when you look at what you do and put out there in the cloud, specifically when you've got what you've got running in your own data center, there's a lot of complexity and risk that you've got to deal with versus the ROI, the return on investment you expect. And one of the areas that we're all very careful and sensitive about is who actually owns this data. And how do I think about the data as it sits in the cloud? As well as, if I'm starting to use the cloud and consume what's available in these clouds, I don't want to have lock-in. I want to have flexibility with how I can move data in and out. I don't want to be penalized cost-wise or architecture-wise with what I'm doing. So a lot of what I'm saying here has become very good input with what we call Oracle's Generation 2 infrastructure, also known as OCI. So right from the word go, we've had security and isolation built into our cloud. So when you're consuming services such as compute or platform as a service capabilities, you're getting the total use of that. And at the same time, we've got the security layer abstracted out. We also are very aware you expect high predictable performance, accompanied with low predictable costs. You can feel comfortable about the direction you're heading with where things are going. And you're also looking to have an open hybrid approach with how you move things around. So we're talking about being comfortable with a multi-cloud strategy. And as part of that, you expect the ability to be able to have an enterprise workload migration in and out of these capabilities. To help do that, you effectively need a toolkit, a workbench that effectively resembles a comprehensive platform of services. Compute, storage, networking, data layer, integration layer, development layer, as well as an innovation layer. A really good example of what we're talking about is a set of services that can be automated and allow innovation to occur very quickly. And then a good example service that we've got running in our cloud that does that is what we call the autonomous database. That is self-driving, self-securing, and self-repairing. And the idea behind that is, what does it do for you? It gives you reduced cost and effort It gives you reliability, and it actually helps you with risk. The key thing around what we're talking about here is you've got a cloud that helps you with a number of your capabilities. And the Autonomous Database is an example of many of the services that are there, that is running on the OCI Gen 2. We're in a situation now, when you look at our cloud capability, we have 22 data centers live, with 36 by the end of this year. What I'm going to do in part 2 of this video session is actually start to break down that 5-layered portfolio approach, and then talk about some customer stories as well.